God. The interplanetary invasion weapon Deus has awakened, and its arc, Merkaba, was activated. Deus began to absorb, one after another, the mutated people destined to be its parts. While the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it, to exterminate us and our civilization, it set into action. The planet's surface was devastated by Merkaba and the weapons born from out of it, called the Seraph Angels. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost, along with his gear, Welltail. Discovered together at this place where Merkaba was originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. For some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. He did not regain consciousness. People of Shevat and we ourselves feared a relapse of Id's power, and had no choice but to put Faye into carbonite freeze. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shevat fear Faye so much? Even if Graf and Id's powers are comparable. It's not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed, and now we're simply trying to put a lid on it. The error that you committed? Shevat investigated a battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with a lust for power. Fearing the war-torn people people's will would no longer be with Shevat, but with the Nissan Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia. The Council of Elders of Shevat back then made a deal with Solaris. A deal? Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazelle Ministry to be exact, were at odds with a woman who held the real power behind the scenes. Was that happen to have been Miang? Most probably it was. Fearing the increasing power of the masses assembling in Nissan, the Gazelle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Miang, and promised a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. But in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that had assembled in Nissan, and also their patron Sophia. The leaders of Shevat accepted, and it was decided that Nissan would be the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shevat did not participate in that battle, thwarted by the awesome number of Solarian army, and with their path of retreat cut off, the Nissan rebel army ran out of options and were destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all that was Lucan, Bart's ancestral Roni, myself, and Corellian. You were also there. Yes. Surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die. And then, the rebel force's flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack. English is hard, guys. Shut up. Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men. Krelian, who followed closely under her as the leader of the Nissan Sex militia, completely lost faith after calling out to a god that would not respond. "I will create God with my own hands," were the last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lakan. He resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died in front of him, so he began to search for the legendary power. Legendary power. God's resting place. Mahanon. The source of divine wisdom, Raziel, and the Anima relics, which were created by that very wisdom. Besides these, there is one more legend, and that is Zohar. Zohar has the same name as Zohar Modifier, the power reactor that Miang spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of the god Deus. What she claimed is also the source of our other powers and the driving force of all our gears. It would have been one and the same thing. It is the place that contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he who has the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lakan sought after its power. Lakan became Graf, and the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. I must take part of the responsibility for not having to been able to stop it. And now, Faye, the one who has the same power as Graf, we just want to seal up that dreadful power that arose from our own sinful deeds. Graf, the man once known as Lakan, sought after the power of Zohar, the one who has the same power as Graf, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye too would awaken and seek out that power, and that presentiment became reality. Whatever that word was. Where am I? Who am I? This is my memory. Doc. Art. Rico. Billy. Wise man. Graf. Everyone. My memories. Ellie. Mother. Who are you? I'm surprised. That's pretty clever. You are id? I misjudged you. I didn't expect you, the fake personality, would create a fourth persona. Fourth persona? He can't feel anything. He's shut up inside your ego. The pressing facts and truths you won't face. You're afraid of them, so you desire to completely shut yourself off from the outside world. And so you formed a fourth persona. A fourth Fae. The name doesn't matter. He's the one on the stage. He's the one who is in control of our body. But it's useless. But it's a useless form of resistance. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? He has the key. I merely want to borrow it. I've got to go somewhere. Are you coming too? Come on, guys, eat up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have you? Well, it's also due to my business savvy. God. I cough. It'll never heal. What's wrong, Lock-On? You look kind of down. What's bothering you? Are you worried about something? It's nothing. I'm just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to do her portrait. Sophia, you mean your childhood friend who's now the Holy Mother of Nissan? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made her acquaintance at the monastery near my home when I was a child. She went to the clinic there for, convalescence. She was frail. So, what are you worried about painting her for? She does not wish herself to become a symbol of her sex. Actually, it seems she wasn't interested in having her portrait painted at first. But when I heard when she heard I would be the painter, she turned around and agreed. That's what I don't understand. I see. Then she must like you. What are you talking about? That's how women are. Right, Krillian? Hey, Krell. Huh? What's up? You're not having any, you're not having any. Ready to eat. Ah, yeah. The Holy Mother of Nissan, huh? What? Are you out to offend Divine Providence, something, Lock-On? Cut it out. It's not like that. What? You've got to line up a little. Sophia first showed me that books are the best way to calm the heart. And now I'm hooked on reading. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned a lot of things I never knew before. Lately, I've been reading this. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of the Bone civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written in it, but we'll never know now. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately you've seemed melancholy almost every day. Has something happened? I don't know, I just can't paint right now. Sorry, but do you mind if we stop here for today? I see. It's not gonna push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up for a little while? I'll have Krillian take you. Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random. Everyone around me feared me, even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. But she was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind. She was the one who taught me what that was and how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. What are you doing, Lock-On? Oh, it's you, Krellian. I was thinking, I'd stop painting the portraits. Why stop now? It's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually, she too must stand in front of lines, so... Is that really the problem? Lock-On? Her smile, it's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very being becoming insignificant. Inside my heart, there is this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no worth. Yet she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more minute, one more second longer. I wanted to keep on painting forever, but suddenly I couldn't. And this picture neared completion. The empty part of me started to manifest itself like my brushstrokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self has begun to appear within there. That's why I've got to stop now. Your own self? You're just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you notice the gap between you, your own innermost emptiness, and her inner abundance. And you cannot fill that gap. That's why you're quitting your painting. You're refusing her. Even so, you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings. You won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. It was me who was receiving such feelings. You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress? Is it really her true expression? Is this really a true expression? Yeah, people who don't know her that well, I guess. Her smile. I don't know. The smile on this picture is somewhat different from the one she usually shows us. I realize Lock-On's feelings are in there, but I don't think she has ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression of Sophia. I just can't see the reason why you want to stop. Beautiful? Forget it. This picture, it's anything but beautiful. Lock-On, you say you're empty. Then why don't you come along with us? Sorry. What we've been doing up till now are not just acts of mercy. It's a fight for freedom. Time and again, you've been through life-threatening situations with us. A man who has nothing in his heart couldn't do that kind of thing, right? Ronnie, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something to keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hollowness inside. From the beginning of my very existence, itself was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. You live, you die. That's all. Pessimistic as usual, Lock-On. And now you're lying. It is just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty. She knows that. That's why she only shows you her true smile. I don't deserve to see her true smile. She is the hope of the people, their support. There is so much more for her to do. Why would she open her heart to a mere artist like me? Bro! Hey, bro, what are you doing here? What's up? The Council of Elders of Shavat's issued a decision. Tomorrow we will leave for Soylent. Soylent? That's in Solaris. Yeah, and Sophia will be coming with us. That's ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We can't afford to have Sophia leave Nissan. And going to Soylent, that's plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking? No, it wasn't the council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself. That can't be. What is she thinking? Originally, we were talking about it just being us. Just us. Sophia! Sophia. Lakan, what are you doing? You keep back. I knew we couldn't leave Sophia in your care. I'll protect her, even if it costs me my life. Why don't you get some rest, Grail? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself. I'm fine, it's not a problem. Look, I'll watch over her, so you go to sleep. What will we do if you also fall ill? Do not forget you are the head of the Sex military forces. Okay, I suppose you're right. Ellie, I am so sorry. It was my misjudgment that did this to you. I was terrified. It was like you could see right through me. Your eyes, that look. That was me that was being reflected back in your eyes. I was looking at myself, and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it, so that's why... Oh, Ellie. What in the heavens did you find inside of me? When you wake up, I think I will ask you that. On second thought, no. No, I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Besides, I wouldn't be able to ask you. One look in your eyes and I can't see a thing. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how I feel. You are the sweetest person. Ellie! You are someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions. So you hold everything in and bear all the burden. If you get hurt in the end, you think that's fine. That's what I like about you. Stop, don't say that. If you become just another human, everyone will... Humans aren't all that frail, you know? They don't need a symbol who is just appearances only. I believe that if you have light in your heart, you can overcome any hardship. What I have been doing is simply showing people that such lights exist in the hearts of everyone. I'm just a woman. And to fill my womanhood, I am prepared to throw away anything, even this position. I'm just playing the role of Sophia, but I am still me. I haven't changed. I'm cowardly, selfish, crybaby. I am still the same. Could you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Oh, Lakan, I want to live more honestly with myself. To be able to tell the man I love that I do love him. And I don't care if I get hurt or rejected. You only have one life. I don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things. I... Do you think I'll let it end here? We are not their possessions. Sophia, what are you doing? I'm mending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So, Krellian, please open your fist, and with your open hand, gently hold the people who will continue to live. Don't be foolish. We'll help you escape, so please stop. Thank you, Lakan, but sorry, there is no other way. Ellie! People support each other to live. It's what brings us happiness. So share that happiness and please, Lakan, live. Ellie! You were sacrificed as pawns in order to protect their own authority. Sophia was... Is this the ideal world we've been searching for? What have we been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals. Is that our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for those bastards. Sophia said if you just have faith, the path to what you hope for will open. But look at reality. God didn't answer our prayers. Is that because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. Why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with. Faith in God. Do not look for it on the outside, for it is something one must build from within oneself. I see. That's it. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I'll create God with my own hands. Krellian? Sophia, please guide me. I will destroy all such false pretenses of love for you. We need to gather all surviving comrades. We'll never beat them if we fight them individually. So let us create a country that can stand up against them. What are you gonna do, Lakan? Ellie? If only you had power, you could have saved her. You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power. Don't you want to become the absolute being? There. That's what I have sought after. But wait. That's not what I want. No, this is my very desire. Live. This is where Faye's being held. He deserves it. Let me pray on his weeping face as if it were an idol. As if I would. This character came back out of fucking nowhere. Itch. What? What is this? This is terrible. No matter what, this is going way too far. He's still alive? How could you possibly be? You're human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Oh, Faye. Crying? Huh? Midori, it's you. Whew, don't scare me like that. Crying? Who's crying? You mean our friend Faye is crying? Angry, hurt. He'll wake up soon. It's calling him. What do you mean? Whoa, what the? Stop it. Hey. Dan Midori. Run! Hurry! Run away! Yikes! He broke through his carbonite casing. Faye took his gear Welltail and went in search of Zohar. We found Faye's trail. Eventually, we arrived at the location where Zohar had fallen to Earth so very long ago. And they could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. What do I have to deal with here? Sitting, you're about to get fucked so goddamn hard because I have not geared you up in the slightest. He'll be the tankiest, fastest person I got. Let's go ahead and save real quick. And goddamn, this game's going on for a while. Be safe right there. Start. What is that? This must be the place. Wait for me. This is as far as you can come. From here on is my world. You can't enter. What do you mean? You're a subordinate. Fake persona. That's why. A subordinate? Fake persona? Yes. He is part of my memories from back then. He sealed away the very meaning of my existence. My drive, my motivation, my subconscious id. Because of that, I became a basic blank persona. And on top of that, I constructed a new persona based on my experiences since then. That is what you are now. Him? You mean father? You call him father? He never did anything for you. It was because of his cowardly behavior. If only he had been able to protect me. If he had done that, Mother wouldn't have died. Didn't my mother die right after I was born? What really happened to my mother? Tell me, id. You don't need to know. You'll only disappear soon. Along with your basic persona, the coward. I'll rule my being through the power of the existence. Of course you don't know, but it is etched into my metaphysical memory. Your persona is fake, so you'll never stand on the stage of consciousness. You'll never be able to take charge of the memories from our past lives. I know the dreams and hallucinations. I've seen them many times. Them. I showed them to you on purpose. To break the seal. I chose to weaken the power of your existence. If your mental energy is weakened, I can become free to do as I wish. What? There are still things inside you which you haven't been shown yet. Huh? Someone's coming. It's probably your friends. They must have followed me. Where are you going? I came to reestablish contact with the existence, to tie together all the threads of your memories since ancient times, and then cut them off. That is the fate of the contract. All is ready. It's time for the true awakening. I will eliminate all those who were full of hypocrisy from the very beginning. Wait for me, Id. You just stay here and observe.